This is without a doubt a complete surprise. One expert just blew everything away from Shiba Inu. This might be the last opportunity we get. At last, the Shiba Inu worth 1 cent is on its way. There is a movement of around 1.6 trillion Shiba Inu. In the near future, this is not going to cease. What exactly is going on? Furthermore, why is it that this is so thrilling? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. In recent days, something significant has been revealed, and it is causing a great deal of excitement and unease among the Shiba Inu community. An analyst has just made an observation that has the potential to completely alter the landscape, which has started a controversy. Shiba Inu is now in the process of building an enormous pattern, and this pattern is not just any casual price movement. It is the kind of arrangement that has the potential to have significant ripples across the whole community. What is the most shocking element, you ask? Before things start to go out of control, this may be your last opportunity to do things the right way. As it turns out, there is a discussion over the fate of Shiba Inu tokens. There are billions of them. Yeah, that's right, trillions of them, that are an issue. Furthermore, if you have been around for a sufficient amount of time, you are aware that this kind of activity does not just occur for no cause at all. The calm before the storm is what it is most often. This may be an indication that something momentous is about to happen in the near future. And who can say? It is possible that this is the momentum we have been waiting for to ultimately get us closer to that goal price of 1 penny. It is no longer only a matter of hoping for the best. It is beginning to feel as if it is really happening. At this point, you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's all well and good, but has this actually appeared on the charts yet? Well, the answer is yes, at least according to one expert who has been keeping a close eye on this situation. It seems like the situation is really tight. For quite some time now, Shiba Inu has been constructing this robust and sturdy foundation, according to his explanation. We have seen it go through these consistent moments of consolidation, which is somewhat similar to the quiet, collected energy that precedes a significant leap forward. As of right now, the cost has been unable to escape this very narrow zone, which sits just below this critical barrier that has been preventing it from rising. However, there is a surprise in store for you. It is coiling up in a way that is similar to how a spring prepares to burst. And then is the point at which the situation becomes really thrilling. There is a possibility that Shiba Inu might trigger a major breakout if it is successful in overcoming this barrier, which it is coming closer and closer to doing. We are discussing a decision that has the potential to set off a rally, which would drive the price in the direction of those more ambitious goals that we have all been fantasizing about. The momentum is already in place. There is a sense of it. All of the elements seem to be falling into place for that critical time when the bulls will make their move. So yes, the charts are really starting to heat up. There is a lot of energy building up, and the community is paying careful attention to what is happening. This is not just another day in the marketplace. This may prove to be a tipping moment in history. There is a major event on the horizon for Shiba Inu, and if we are to use history as an example, those who remain prepared will not have to get ready. Then, what exactly took place? Exactly what is it that this expert is discussing that has the whole community of Shiba Inu enthusiasts in such a state of excitement? It is all based on an update that was published by Zelf Trade, who just released a brand new study on TradingView. The update has already attracted a significant amount of attention. He brought to everyone's attention the fact that there are indicators that Shiba Inu is about to experience a significant change in momentum. He believes that this may be the last opportunity for a significant rally to occur. If this new trend continues to develop as it is now doing, there is a possibility that we may see a significant movement in the very near future. He even went so far as to provide an optimistic objective, which implies that the price of Shiba Inu may potentially double from its current level, which would be its greatest point in around half a year. At this point, this is what makes this matter even more fascinating. In recent times, Shiba Inu has not been having an easy time of it, to say the least. For 7 of the last 8 weeks, it has been in the red on the weekly chart. The kind of stretch that is described here is often an indication of fatigue, not just in Shiba Inu, but also across the whole cryptocurrency universe. Without a question, the market has been under a great deal of strain. Nonetheless, Shiba Inu continues to maintain its position in a critical support zone in spite of all of that. Back in June, this location was actually retested, and it has not fallen below that level since then. As a matter of fact, the previous time it bounced off this zone, which was in April, it took off like a rocket, soaring more than 70% until it cooled down again in May. Therefore, the analyst is making the point that Shiba Inu is maintaining this firm foundation despite the fact that all other aspects of the situation seem difficult to manage. It is important to pay attention to it. It is demonstrating true strength in the place where it is most important. There is a possibility that it may do a huge rally twice over from this point forward if it continues to follow the same trend. We have arrived at a very promising juncture in our journey. At a critical level, Shiba Inu is demonstrating significant strength, and there is a growing momentum that is simmering under the surface. In addition, the setup is becoming more and more clear-cut with each passing day. At this point, all that is required is for the time to be right. And if it does, the next breakout might be enormous. And here is when it gets very strange. As stated by another expert, the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency may finally be on pace to reach the mythical 1 cent threshold, which would be a significant milestone for the digital currency. Yes, you heard correctly. For many years, people have been dreaming of a price that they are willing to pay, and now it is finally within reach. It has once again been the center of attention, and there are many who feel that it is more feasible today than it has ever been. Despite the fact that the community has not yet seen Shiba Inu's breakout, and the fact that the graphs have been going sideways in recent days, the community has not lost its enthusiasm. As a matter of fact, social media is once again abuzz with brand new price forecasts. Your Pop, who is a prominent person in the cryptocurrency community on X, has one of the most powerful voices on the platform. He has always had an optimistic view on Shiba Inu, and after making a prior appeal for it to return to its all-time high, he is now doubling down with an even more audacious prediction. The Shiba Inu will eventually be worth 1 cent. But let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. It would be a colossal undertaking to make a move like that. The growth that we are discussing is more than 848,000%. In order for it to occur with the existing supply, the market capitalization of Shiba Inu would require to go into the trillions of dollars. That is more than double the amount that the whole of the cryptocurrency industry is worth today. It seems to be absolutely crazy, doesn't it? However, this is the point at which things begin to become intriguing. This is not just some kind of hoopla that is completely arbitrary. Throughout its history, Shiba Inu has been more than just a meme currency. The development of this ecosystem is still under progress at this time. Furthermore, there are other changes that have been taking place in the background that may have the potential to alter the course of events, according to individuals such as Luis Delgado, who is another well-respected member of the community. He made a subtle suggestion at one point that Kusama, the chief developer, was currently working on something significant. An element that has the potential to improve the actual usefulness and real-world application of Shiba Inu. He even went so far as to adopt the hashtag 1 cent Dream Shiba, which soon gained traction among his admirers. All of these things are connected to the current status of the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. The cost may not be increasing at an exponential rate now. Nonetheless, the groundwork is being laid for the future. The Shiba Inu is now maintaining a critical support level. Experts are closely monitoring a technical setup that is becoming more restrictive, and positive emotion is beginning to accumulate once again, despite the fact that the alternative cryptocurrency market has just had a difficult period. Neither the faith in the long-term potential nor the presence of the community has disappeared. Momentum is building up, therefore it is going to be difficult to get to the 1 cent mark. There is no question that it is a long shot. However, if all of the circumstances are favorable, including the general state of the market, the actions of developers, and real acceptance, then who can claim that it is not possible? Unexpected events have always been a part of the Shiba Inu path, and there is a possibility that the most significant one is still to come to pass. Now, if you are still considering the question, well, what about the short term? There is already something significant developing under the surface, so you really do not need to be concerned in any way. There has been a sudden and dramatic increase in the quantity of Shiba Inu that is being transferred around. In recent times, more over 1.6 trillion coins have been exchanged in the course of transactions. That level of loudness is not simply noise, it often indicates that something significant is about to occur. Major price fluctuations are a typical consequence of the blockchain seeing this level of activity. Furthermore, for some days now, there has been a noticeable increase in Shiba Inu's on-chain activities. This is not only a coincidence, it is a signal. How will this affect things in the near future? There is a very real possibility that Shiba Inu will at long last be able to break through its present ceiling and begin to rise again, if purchasing pressure starts to increase and momentum begins to develop. What is the next objective to be accomplished? In recent times, it has been getting stuck in the same area. Therefore, it is now attempting to break through that barrier and reach the next important zone, which is located slightly above where it has been getting stopped. Furthermore, if it punches through, it is possible that it will continue to rise even farther from that point. This volume of trading activity may also indicate that we are now in a redistribution stage, which is a period of time when traders are adjusting their holdings in preparation for a significant movement in the market, either in an upward or downward direction. Therefore, there is one thing about which there is no doubt, even if the path is not completely evident at this point. The level of volatility is set to become really high. Furthermore, it is common knowledge that when the graphs are becoming more and more restrictive, while there is also a significant increase in activity, it is often a sign that something exciting is about to happen. Therefore, whether you are currently in possession of Shiba Inu or are keeping an eye on it, it is imperative that you do not turn your attention away from it at this moment. We are seeing an ideal combination of strong community conviction, technical setups, significant token actions, and a possible breakout that is building. Shiba Inu is not going to remain silent for much longer, regardless of whether you are here to play the long game or to ride the next short-term wave. It's getting ready, and there is a possibility that something significant may happen at any time. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.